Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I have also something new concept where we will do testing for Apache web server, NGINX web server and also the LiteSpeed Enterprise. The reason why I decided to do this comparison is that I got this question asked a lot of times, and basically when someone says that LiteSpeed is 5, 10, 20 times faster, yes, it is true. So you will see speed up sections of this video where I performed those tests. I added some nice uplifting music, so it's not too much boring, and also you can find a blog post with all the results and also a little bit about the LiteSpeed Enterprise web server. So yeah, you will see the results for LiteSpeed Enterprise, NGINX, and also basically the Apache standalone server. I choose for this enhanced platform where I can deploy any web server of my likings. You can deploy Apache, NGINX, OpenLiteSpeed, and LiteSpeed Enterprise, so everything is the same. And for the servers, there were 2 GB system memory, 2 CPU cores, Hetzner CPX11, and all 3 servers was the same. There is no CDN. The first round of test was everything is out of the box. There is no optimization done, no caching plugin, except for LiteSpeed because it comes with LiteSpeed cache plugin, so it is by default. But in the other part of the testing, you can see the results when I enable the cache on Apache and also on the NGINX. So it is very interesting to see all the results, and here in the sneak peek you can see the results when we done 2,400 clients over 5 minutes, and it's very good. And yeah, you can check also the timestamps to skip to different sections, and please check the blog post and let me know if you like this new video concept, and I hope you will enjoy it. So stay tuned. So now we have our hosts, and what we need to do is to create our loading tests. So when we go to the test, we're gonna new test, we're gonna name it Apache. And first test type will be maintain client load. That means we will gradually load the web server by increasing the requests. So first we will begin from 1 request to 350 requests per second, and we set duration to 5 minutes. When we go to advanced settings, I usually set error rate to 1%, and that's good indicator that if error rate will be more than 1%, that means you potentially lost your visitors and revenue, right? Because if they won't be able to access the website if it's erroring. So we will set it up to 1%. Protocol HTTPS, and also we will set up some headers, and we will set up gzip and deflate headers. So accept encoding, gzip deflate, and we will save this for later. And now we will clone this test to NGINX and also Apache, so it will have the same. So we have created those tests, and also what we will monitor is the web server resources. So when we go back to Terminus, as you can see, we will monitor the CPU and memory usage. So the first on the top is Apache, in the middle is NGINX, and in the bottom is LiteSpeed. So, and we can only run 2 tests at a time. So first we will begin with Apache and NGINX, and then we will do the LiteSpeed at the end. I'm going to record all of those tests, and I also speed it up, and once all testing is done, we will continue to talk about the results. So enjoy. Alright, so we have our test done, and let's talk about the results. So first we will talk about the Apache web server, and as you can see we have average response time from the server 4000 milliseconds, which is 4 seconds, and it really means that if you visit the website, the first response from the server will be 4 seconds, which is not very good, and it can turn off a lot of visitors. And other metrics, like we get 12,797 successful requests, and as you can see the graph, as the request counts grow up, it also the latency from the server. So basically the server was unusable from 59 clients a second. Then the latency is growing a lot. Now let's talk about the NGINX. We have a higher latency, we have less success counts, and the same goes with the graph, as you can see. So those servers are very good only when serving like low traffic. And now about the LiteSpeed Enterprise. As you can see, we have really good results. The average response time was 95 milliseconds, which is 0.1 seconds. And as the request counts grow, the latency stays also the same. And this is one of the great benefits of the LiteSpeed web server. You have the caching and event-driven architecture, and also it will always maintain the low server load. As you can saw with Apache NGINX, the CPU went 100% on all cores, and with LiteSpeed it was between 20 to 45%. So it is very, very powerful web server. But what we now going to do is we need to find basically bottleneck, when the server will reports timeout or network issues. So we will need to edit this test. So let's go to edit. Also we will edit the NGINX and also LiteSpeed. And how to find issues, basically we can bump up the clients from 350, we can bump it up to 700. Okay, 700, and also the LiteSpeed we will do 700, and yeah, once tests are done we will continue. So the testing is done and we found bottlenecks. So for Apache, basically, as you see in this graph, it started dropping the request, visitors were sort of timing out, and yeah, it failed at, let me check, let me go to clients, at around 390 clients per second. Then the web server started timing out, so we reached the error threshold. For the NGINX, we also start timing out around, where it was, around 370, 380 clients per second. And yeah, so basically the web server was down. And for the LiteSpeed, I've done 2 testing because the test from 1 to 700 clients over 5 minutes, it passed very, very smoothly. So you can see the average response time was always 95 milliseconds. So it was flat while the visitors coming and coming and coming up. And the second test, I wanted to find the bottleneck also for LiteSpeed. So we done another test, but we bump it up from 1 client to 2,400 clients over 5 minutes. And as you can see, we did not have any timeouts or errors because LiteSpeed by default will load balance the visitors. So we cannot consider as a fail, but what we can do is to check the latency. As you can see, the latency starting going up really at around, let me check it, at around 896 clients per second, let's say 800, and then the latency was around 187 up to 400 milliseconds at 2040 clients per second, which is really great results. So as you can see, other web servers will start timing out, refuse to serve connection to your website visitors, your business customers, and with LiteSpeed Enterprise, those requests will be load balanced, but you will also get some increased latency from the server. So from 95 milliseconds at the high peak is around 400 milliseconds, which is also very reasonable for this load. Alright, so next test, what we're going to do, we will enable the caching plugin on Apache and also NGINX. So let me go back to NGINX WordPress. First we will need to get the permalinks. Perfect, go to plugins, add new, and we will install v3 total cache. No, VP fastest cache. So we're gonna install it on our NGINX website. Go to settings, we enable the cache. Perfect, and the same goes for Apache. Let me go check to permalinks first. Plugins, add new. And we're gonna install the same plugin. And when we go to settings, we will enable it. And now we will run those tests again from one client to 350 with the cache enabled on NGINX and Apache. The results are in. So for Apache, as we enable the caching, we have a lot of better results. But still, for the test from 1 to 350 clients, we got some timeouts, but the latency was really improved. So we may consider this as a soft fail because we did not reach the error rate of 1%. For the NGINX, it's really strange, but yeah, we got improved results. The average response was 526, and as the clients went up, also the response, but we did not have any timeout. So I've done a second test, and second test was from 1 to 700, and here you can see that we got a lot of timeouts. So basically the test failed, and we start losing around 427, around 400 requests per second. And for the NGINX, let me check the second test. We started also timing out, and it was around 273 clients. Then the latency comes up, and then we started basically timing out, but we have only 7 timeouts. So yeah, as you can see from this testing, that LiteSpeed Enterprise is very superior web server that won't consume too much resources, so you can handle a lot of traffic. All of those servers was the basic Hetzner CPX 11, 2 CPU cores, 2 GB of RAM, no CDN, and the panel was basically enhanced. So at the end of the day, I did not do the exact calculation, but LiteSpeed can handle 5 to 10 times more requests to your web server. So means it can handle a lot of customers, a lot of visitors. You're gonna have Black Fridays, and yeah, you will have very performant web server. I will also include link for the blog post where you can check all the results. And if you like this video, please leave comments down below, leave some likes, share it so everybody can see what is LiteSpeed Enterprise all about. So thank you very much again for watching. I hope you like the music, and the time lapse is something new, but I wanted to speed it up, otherwise this video would get 1 hour and a half and nobody would watch it. So yeah, it's something new. So let me know if you like it. And as always, stay tuned for the next video. Bye bye.